are visiting the Dead Sea here in Israel. This is a place where you can just float in the water. It's impossible to sink. And before I go in, I'm gonna get all muddy. It's good.
So the Dead Sea is 400 meters below sea level and it has such a high concentration of salt. I believe it's maybe 3 or 4 times as much as normal. It allows you to float.
It feels so gross. This is gonna get under my nails.
Time to get your mud on.
No.
You feeling the mud?
Want you back? Okay job. I wasn't able to get mine back, but I think I'm ready to go in. The mud's almost dry, 4 minutes.
Out there.
We're flying, Samuel! Yes! It's the Dead Sea! And we're alive! We're alive!
So after my little spa session of putting mud all over my face and then washing it off in the sea, my skin feels super soft, like a baby's bottom.
I still feel like Wolverine.
So today is our first morning in Israel. It is our first time in the Middle East and we are super excited. And to start things off, we are going to be doing a food tour around Jaffa, where we're just going to try lots of traditional Israeli dishes. Now, Sam and I aren't very familiar with Israeli food, like we know hummus and Shaksouka. So we're really excited.
Baklava.
Yes. So we're excited to try some new dishes and see what we like, see what we don't like. So enjoy.
Jews or Muslims that are winning the best hummus. This is Abu Hassan, okay? He's a Muslim. Give it the name, okay? I think he's making a great hummus, but don't quote me, ever. Don't quote me, okay? Lenagev hummus, how to wipe hummus. So, okay, so I'm gonna be lucky. I'm gonna do the first one, okay? So there's a few methods, okay? We can argue on that, but basically, okay, that's what I do. Beseder Israelim, don't kill me in here. But I do this, you basically do this, and then you just, sorry, I'm not gonna be very methodic.
That's good.
That's how I eat it too.
Yeah, you have to do that.
I'll do the dance at the end because it's so tasty. Okay. I have, if you like sour and garlic.
Hummus taste test. I love hummus. I know I'm gonna like this.
Oh, sorry. If you like spicy food, spicy food.
Big, massive
amount. So you can deep it and then like do double dipping.
How's that? Hummus in Israel.
We believe in double dipping in Israel, okay?
So much flavor. Wow. Wonderful.
And you're allowed to double dip, I just heard.
Even better.
I'm gonna grab a big chunk with lots of chickpeas in there. I'm not holding back.
Having your own.
Isn't that good? Isn't that amazing?
It's really creamy and smooth. And I'm gonna double dip.
Breaking bread.
So what are you going to be trying?
We're trying shaksouka next. It's a mixture of tomatoes, peppers, some egg. So let's have a taste. I'm not entirely sure how to do this. Oh my.
Just dip it and grab some. There you go.
This is hot. I'm gonna burn myself. Shaksouka?
How is it?
That's some tomatoey goodness. That's really nice. Okay, so couscous taste test.
With some vegetables. That's really good, light, but also very flavorful too.
Looks like a cheese and some sesame seeds on top. It's super hot. You can kind of see the cheese there.
Oh yeah, you can.
I really like the cheese.
Is it
I don't
salty?
even know what it is. It is salty. I don't know if it's feta or what. Cottage cheese? Either way, it's really good.
Alright, so I am trying something called malabi. It's a dessert.
I did.
It's sweet like a pudding, but it's almost, consistency is a bit like a jello. Really delicious.
And it
really,
has
really
like
sweet.
a syrupy sugar on top.
Yeah, it's really, really sweet.
With shredded coconut. Nice. Really? More dessert?
Always so
good.
I know. I'm giving you one plate. If somebody have a hand, I'll hold it. One plate. You're in the second.
So you're having?
Kanafeh.
Come eat. Don't hesitate.
It's warm. Like a pudding with sugary hairs on the outside. I don't even know how to describe this. It's just really nice.
Amazing.
So the food tour was amazing. I mean, we got to try so many different kinds of foods. We were actually full early on, but the food was just so good. We kept eating and eating and eating. And I got introduced to some new kinds of desserts that I had never tried before. They were really sweet and really delicious. Today we're going on a tour of West Bank or Palestine. We have a very diverse tour. We're going to be seeing historical attractions, political attractions, and tourist attractions.
Our first stop today is Sheppard's Field, and here in the background we have the Church of the Shepherd's Field, which is where the three shepherds are supposed to have seen the Star of David in the sky before Jesus was born.
We're visiting a refugee camp. It looks more like a city because it's been around for more than 60 years. I've had falafel many times, but this is the first time I've seen it prepared. Forget Starbucks. I'm going to Stars and Bucks.
So we are back at the Jordan River again. A few days ago we visited from the Jordanian side in Bethany beyond the Jordan. It feels a bit surreal being back so soon.
Right now we're visiting Jericho, and to the left is the new part of Jericho, the new city.
Very lush and green.
And to my right is the world's oldest city. We're visiting the first West Bank Palestinian brewery here.
It is still not sparkling enough.
Yeah, it's good.
So we are now at Rosh Hanikra, which is known as the window to the Mediterranean, and we have some amazing views of the water below.
So the sun is setting and we're gonna take the cable cart down.
So the rock formation behind me is known as the elephant's leg, and the large rock is supposed to be the elephant's body, and the little part you see resting at the end is the elephant's leg.
So there's these strange creatures living between the border of Israel and Lebanon. We have no idea what they are. They look like big, fat, ugly rats.
Or giant hamsters. Monsters. It's like rat invasion. Rat invasion! Oh.
On a tour to Jaffa, we're going to be checking out a traditional flea market.
Find the cat, the crazy cat lady. Lots of really cool items in this market. They have antiques, souvenirs, paintings, furniture. Enjoyed exploring Jaffa, or Yafo as they like to call it. So my favorite thing about wandering around Jaffa has been that they have these narrow little alleys that are just kind of like a maze, and you come across these friendly little cats that are just hanging out. So it's been a really fun place to explore. It's also a nice sunny day when we're right by the sea, so it was a great morning out, a nice little introduction to Israel. today we are visiting Masada, and we just finished taking the cable car up to the very top of the fort, and now we're gonna go check it out.
Really cool walk, but it sure is a scorcher outside today.
We're gonna go visit an old water cistern, so we're gonna take some steps and go underground. It's gonna be kind of dark and tight, but let's go check it out.
Two, three.
Food!
So it actually answers back, no?
This is an original Byzantine church.
It's kind of symbolic to bring a Roman siege weapon to a place that was sieged by Romans, and I don't know, we can see it shoot off. Okay, here goes nothing.
So today we are in Caesarea, and what's unique about the city that we're visiting today is that it was given as a gift from August Caesar to Herod the Great. Not a bad present, a whole city.
Apparently it took 12 years to complete the city as a gift. I'm usually not willing to spend more than 12 minutes to shop for someone. Here we are at the Hippodrome. This is where chariot races used to take place. Yeah! Which, to infinity and beyond! Over here you can see a lot of people enjoying water sports, kayaking, boating. There's a whole bunch of activity going on.
So this is a city that really flourished during the Byzantine period, and it even expanded 400 acres just around the center of Caesarea. However, after the Arab conquest, the city started going downhill, and many of the people just abandoned the place, and it became a forgotten village. And today we just have ruins. So where might you be sitting?
Roman toilets are great.
Okay, so back in the day there would have actually been running water to flush away,
They were turds. And that concludes our brief visit to Caesarea. For lunch today, we're having a Druze meal, and I'm standing right beside an olive tree.
Ooh, with little olives, you can see them.
And she's preparing kababi. There's cabbage, there's vine leaf, stuffed vine leaf. Bamia. I'm sorry for you, bamia.
Of a buffet about to take place, so come, let me show you all the good food. So the food is amazing. I think my favorite so far is this chicken, which is stuffed with rice and lots of spices.
Does she give out recipes?
This is such an amazing feast. Everything I've tried so far has been good. It's the feast of all feasts. I am super stuffed. I promised myself I was only going to have one plate, but I ended up going back for seconds and then also dessert. Today we've got a lot of activities planned. We're going to be covering a lot of Jerusalem, so this is just a compilation of our day's adventure.
Fluffy.
Got a pretty little friend. Welcome to the Fauzia's Inn.
So we are now in the old city of Nazareth, and we are staying in a really cool place that we want to show you. This right here happens to be a 200-year-old Arab mansion, and it has been turned into a guest house, and it's truly amazing. So we're going to give you a tour of the place. So what makes this place feel even more like home is that you can come into the kitchen any time of day and you can make yourself a cup of tea, plenty of variety to choose from, or you can enjoy some cake that is homemade.
And that's my favorite part, and these are really good. This place has an indoor and an outdoor setting, both for social areas, for eating, for meeting with people, for doing whatever you want.
So earlier today we met Maoz, who is the man responsible for bringing this vision to life. He was telling us that when he first found this place, the courtyard was used as urinals by people because the place was just completely abandoned, it had fallen into decay, but he saw potential to turn this into a guest house where travelers could come together. And this is what you get.
That was pathetic.
Okay.
Let me show you how to roar.
So this lovely dinosaur friend of ours is actually a sculpture made from old military equipment that was left in the area. Aliens remind me of the movie Men in Black. So behind me we have what's left of the Temple of Pan. This was a temple built to the god of the forest and the god of shepherds, kind of like Peter Pan. And yeah, the Greeks passed through here and this is what they left. Here in Tel Aviv, and we are going to be taking a cooking class, and it's starting.
We have some sugar, and this is a straight dough mixing method. Everything goes together.
I've got my apron on, I'm ready to cook. So what are you doing now?
I've been put in charge of flipping eggplants.
Just get that butter. flavor for the water.
So we're trying some tahini now. And apparently we're going to be using that for the meat. It's really tangy, delicious.
What's it made of?
Sesame seed paste.
Oh.
Nice tahini. And this is our version of pizza.
Struggling, Sam. What's happening right now?
I'm the worst cook in the kitchen.
I need some flour.
I've got lahmacun. Hopefully I pronounced it properly. And it's got lamb and tahini. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's like Israeli pizza. Delicious.
Lahmacun. This one's a little toasted. We forgot it in the oven, so.
Extra crispy.
Looks still really good.
Can you taste the tahini?
You can really taste the lamb. That's my favorite part. The lamb meat. So we have our charred eggplant with tahini, ready to be devoured. So it's picnic time. What are you carrying?
This is for me.
Oh,
Just kidding. Yeah, what's everyone else having? So here's the fruit of our labors. We've got a nice little picnic feast.
Let's check that out.
Maybe our tea.
Yeah. Can you see it comes in there? You know that back.
And a beautiful patio setting. Our cooking class at Dan Gourmet. We've been here for 2.5 hours just cooking and eating and trying everything we've made. So we are stuffed and hopefully we'll get to try some of these recipes eventually once we have a kitchen of our own. This morning we are visiting an olive press, but before we learn how oil is made, we were just walking around the farm and we've met a nice little horse over here.
Same olive oil that has settled a year.
Okay.
And it's still very high quantity, but the taste is. And this is called nabali.
So which one is better, the fresh?
The older one is also
older
the older
one.
one. The older
Straight
one
from the press.
is slightly. Okay.
Right now we're high atop Mount Precipice, overlooking the city of Nazareth.
Now arrived in Haifa and we are visiting the Baha'i Gardens, and this place is amazing. It's just lined with palm trees, eucalyptus trees, flowers.
You'd think after visiting all of these religious sites I'd actually remember to wear pants, but no. I actually just love wearing dresses, that's all.
Looks good on you.
It does.